Great. Hey, everyone. I'm Fiona Norton, Director of Product Marketing at BigCommerce, and today I am here with Troy Cox, our Head of Product, and Brian Dott, President of Feedonomics and CTO at BigCommerce. And we're here today to talk about next big thing. We're really excited about some of the announcements that we had here at BigCommerce Big Summit. So reporting live from ACL Studios in Austin, we're going to talk about the new announcements. So Troy, I'll go to you first. What are you most excited about from next big thing?
There is a lot to be excited about. This is a little bit like picking your favorite child, but I think some of the things I'm most excited about is the future of storefront composability. Actually, I shouldn't even say feature because it's here today, right? And that's, Catalyst and Makeswift and the ability to really deliver those differentiated storefront experiences in both a composable way as well as a native way, and then, make it beautiful and stunning with the design tools powered by Makeswift. So I think that's really exciting. I love the work we're doing with B2B and transforming that segment, which is, another rapidly evolving segment. So I think those are the things I am most excited about.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say as well. I think I was manning our expert lounge and watching the Catalyst team give demos to customers and to partners, and I think people were so amazed by how fast everything was. So that was my main takeaway. And with B2B, just the ability to represent the complexity in the buyer. It's a whole company, and we're now able to reflect that complexity and allow them to have a lot more control over the experience.
Exactly.
It's huge. Brian, what do you think about Feedonomics' new announcements? What's most exciting to you there?
I'll say unified commerce and instant commerce. It's time. There was a time when folks like Amazon, Google, and others were experimenting with local inventory and really how do you let a consumer know that they can have product sooner, or they can have product just go down the street to pick up something. And the programs there have really improved a lot. So we're seeing a lot of early adopters move into those programs, try out same-day delivery, try out just exposing local inventory on ads and finding really good success with it. So very excited about seeing where that goes overall. And then we talked a lot about the feed print, over the last day or two, just in terms of what's the real, kind of output and effect. We talked about optimization for years and how important it was, in the SEO world or other worlds. Feedprint's the first time where we've been able to really quantify it and actually put some data behind it to prove that optimization matters a lot in terms of ROAS, in terms of really conversion and getting your customer through the funnel. Yeah,
I love that. Can you say a little bit more for the audience if they're not familiar with Feedprint? What is that and what does it mean?
Feedprint is a report we're going to put out every single year. It's going to be a benchmark report where we talk about the best practices in the industry. We talk about what the best retailers and brands out there are doing in order to make their brands more successful than average. And we're going to essentially benchmark what great looks like against what average looks like on a bunch of different dimensions. So you can, really take your own data and compare for yourself. Am I doing all the right things to be successful in third-party channels?
Moving on, so one of the things that I really loved about Summit is the conversations that we had with our customers and just the community that was on display here, getting to witness customers talking to each other, solving big problems in real time. That was really special. And I'd love to hear from you, Troy. What was maybe something that you heard a customer say that really stood out to you or was meaningful to you?
I think one of the things that struck me the most was hearing about Bells and their implementation, their new go live on Catalyst. From signing the contract with BigCommerce to actually going live was less than 90 days, which is extraordinary. So that just speaks to the agility and the speed of being able to do composable in this new way with Catalyst and Makeswift. So that blew me away.
That's huge. And being a store-based retailer, there's a lot of complexity there. And I think both Feedonomics and BigCommerce, we made big strides for anyone with brick and mortar stores. Brian, what about you?
My favorite is always when I heard from one retailer in particular that they had been working with a lot of other feed products in their past, specifically for Amazon and Google. They made a switch to Feedonomics, and they saw a 2x increase in revenue on third-party channels after making the switch. Even though they were already on both of those channels, They were actually able to drive double the volume, which was even surprising for us. You see the numbers we put up on the board. Well, we're very conservative. We see brands on average see about 20% uplift in revenue. To see somebody come along, very established brand, very well-known brand, to be able to deliver numbers like that, 2x, was great for us. And the cool thing about it was it prompted them to go say, well, what channels could I expand to next? Which is kind of the best story that we hear.
That's awesome. Yeah, from my perspective, I was talking to a B2B customer who said that for the first time ever, they were able to see their B2B come online and sell overnight. So in the past, they've had to, only sell when their reps were at work or when they were at work. And now they can sell at any time of the day all over the world. Which brings me to another point. Troy, I'd love to hear more from you about our international selling announcements and what it means for our cross-border merchants.
Yeah, this has been a big focus for us. And, if you think about the kind of keys to success in selling globally, one, it's about delivering that hyper-localized experience so that when shoppers land on your storefront, they instantly feel at home, it feels comfortable to them, and they're more likely to purchase in that environment. And second, being able to deliver those experiences in a way that's operationally efficient, right? So I'm delivering lots of international experiences, but I want to minimize my costs in doing so. And so, it was really thrilling to announce this week that it's now available on BigCommerce. You can deliver those hyper-localized experiences across storefront, checkout, catalog, the transactional emails, literally the entire experience, and have it all centrally managed from a single common backend on top of multi-storefront. So that's really exciting. We have lots of brands already going live with these new capabilities and having lots of success. So that was another big announcement for us.
I was just going to add to that. We talked a lot about its applicability to international merchants already, or cross-border merchants already. It's really easy. If you're a single country retailer today, you're a brand that's well known in one place, but maybe your brand has started to kind of circulate socially or otherwise internationally. We make it really easy to try out cross-border. Years and years ago when I've done this in traditional e-commerce and retail, it's been a whole new build to add a country on or add a locale on. And so the cool thing, I think, for even our retailers and brands who are selling just here in the US or just in the UK, is they can actually try multi-region really, really easily and address customers that they never have been able to before.
I talked a little bit earlier about our community here at BigCommerce, and something that really struck me was something that everyone has in common is that they're just doing things a little bit differently. They're really innovative. They're unique. They're not just wanting to look like everyone else. They're very creative, and I love to see that. Was there anything else that stood out to either of you about our customers, the community here, and what BigCommerce merchants represent?
One of the big areas that I've seen is AI. And we have more brands and retailers who are actually experimenting with AI. And I think, actually, just in general, let's say experimentation overall, everybody knows they need to change. They know they need to adapt. And so we're seeing more and more of that willingness to actually get out there, experiment, and try out some new technologies. AI, everybody knows it's both a little scary. You want brand safety. You want to make sure your voice, your customer is addressed in the way that, you would feel really great about. And so I see everybody dipping their toe in there and really trying to figure out, well, how does this fit into how I'm going to advance my brand?
That's awesome. Troy, anything to add?
I think a thing that kind of stands out to me is just how much everyone cares about, there's all these agency partners that are ultimately competitors with each other, but because they care so much, they're collaborating, they care about the consumer, they care about the experience, So I think for me, that was one of the things that stood out.
I totally agree. We're really a tight-knit community with BigCommerce, both our partners, our employees, our merchants. And I would say a lot of our merchants, they may not be the biggest name. Some of them are, and some of them are smaller, but they are the next big thing. They're doing things that I know today. You're going to hear about this company next month, next year, and they're going to be massive. And seeing that growth story is one of the most rewarding things about our work. So I'm filled with energy after this. Moving forward, what are both of you looking forward to? What do you think from a technology standpoint and also just a culture standpoint are you really excited about in the year ahead?
Well, I'll say I'm excited. I think we've built a lot of excitement. So the one scary thing for all of us is we go off, we build. And then we come to an event like this and we say, this is what we've been working on. What do you think? And so I'm excited that we've got such a positive reception, especially the next big thing and a lot of the product announcements we have there. Some of those as we said, hey, they're done, they're in your hands, and some of those are, in the process of being delivered. So we're going to go do the really hard work to make sure those are polished, great products that are easy to work with, easy to get moving quickly with, and really deliver for our merchants. And then the other side of it is we all know we're heading into holiday right now. And so I'm actually, that's favorite time of year. Everybody's sales will start to see ramp up in the next month or two. We see this, earlier holiday starting point every single year. And so I'm excited to see those numbers start to go up and, the hard work that we've put in and our brands and retailers have put in really pay off through the holiday season.
Yeah. For me, what I'm looking forward to is, Catalyst is out there now, Makeswift is out there, the multi-geo capabilities. I'm excited to see what brands and agencies do with those capabilities and the experiences that they build. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible to watch. And to echo what both of you said, I think just having been face-to-face with so many of our customers and partners at Summit, I'm so excited to watch their success in the coming months over holiday and cheer them on and keep talking to them about their challenges and how we can help them. So that, I think, wraps up our podcast recording here from Big Summit. We're really excited to continue to show you what's next at BigCommerce. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.